Question number one. What was the main conflict in the story? Main fight or the main problem? A. The mice couldn't agree on a plan. B. The mice wanted to be warned when the cat came near. C. The wise old mouse would not let them put the bell around the cat's neck. Or D. The mice were surprised they had not thought of such a good plan before. Who can tell me, what do you think? What's the main conflict, the main problem in this story? Jada? What do you think it was? A, B, C. I know, Alexa, but because you didn't have as much time as everyone else because we came in late. That's okay. A. The mice couldn't agree on a plan. I think that's a problem, but I don't think it's the main problem. Why were the mice having to come up with the plan in the first place? A plan about what? What was the plan for? Or what's the plan supposed to help with? To escape the cat. So the problem wasn't that they couldn't agree. The problem was that they were worried about the cat. That's their big problem. So what answer choice talks about them having a problem with the cat? Okay, Christopher. Which answer choice talks about... It's okay, Chase. Which answer choice talks about the cat and the mice having problems, Jada? Not A, but which one? Do you want some help, Jada? Okay, who can help Jada out? Which answer choice tells us that the problem wasn't that they couldn't decide or they couldn't agree, but the problem was the cat? Bailey? Answer choice B. So, like I said, Jada, that wasn't a bad answer choice because that was a problem in the story. But the whole reason they were even having to think of a plan was because they could never tell when the cat was going to come. That was their big problem, is they didn't know when the cat was going to be around or not. And it tells us right here, almost the very first sentence. Put my arrow right here. The mice called a meeting to decide on a plan to free themselves of their enemy, the cat. At least they wanted to find some way of knowing when she was coming. So the whole reason they were having a meeting and planning was to know when the cat was near. I don't apologize. It's fine. Like I said, you didn't pick a bad answer choice. That was a trick answer choice. That's an answer choice it's okay, but it's not the best one. Whenever we pick an answer choice, we always want to pick the best one. The one that you picked was okay, but there was just a better answer choice there, a bigger problem that they had. Not that they couldn't decide, but that they had to think of a way to know when the cat was around. Okay, question 2. From which point of view is the story told? A. First person, because the narrator is in the story. B. First person, because the narrator is not in the story. C. Third person, because the narrator is in the story. Or D. Third person, because the narrator is not in the story. Kylie, what do you think? You pick A, B, C, or D. D. Third person because the narrator is not in the story. That's correct. Remember, with first person and third person, first person is like if you are the one telling the story about yourself. Third person is if you're telling the story about somebody else. The big, big, big clue if a story is in first person is that they will use the word I a lot. Whenever you tell a story about yourself, you use the word I a lot because you're talking about yourself. I went to the store, or I went to the movies, or I dropped the glass, or I tripped over my shoes. But you'd keep saying the word I over and over again. So if you see that in the story and you keep seeing the word I, then you know that that's a first person point of view. But if I look through this story, I see the word I a few times, but I don't see it everywhere. To be a first person point of view, that would mean that one of the mice is telling us the story, but that's not what happened here. This is a third person point of view. And it's a third person because the narrator, the person telling us the story, is not in the story. Yeah, you're right. It's the mice that are the main character. Now sometimes there are stories where, let's say, mice or cats can be the narrator. They can be telling us the story, like if it's a made up one. But even if it is, again, you'd see a lot of the word I over and over again. So if it was the mice telling us a story, they might have said something like I was really afraid of the cat because I didn't know when the cat was around. I was always having to be worried and looking over my shoulder for the cat. And I finally wanted to talk to the other mice to get help. But we'd see that word over and over. I. And you're right. They keep saying the mice. The mice did this. The mice did that. So it's telling us it's not a first. Question 3. The reader can tell that the word flee means blank. First, who can tell me what paragraph do I find the word flee in? Is it in paragraph 1, paragraph 2, or paragraph 3? Which paragraph would I look at to find that word flee? Data paragraph 1, 2, or 3? 2. Okay. I can see it here. I see it's underlined. When we hear the bell ringing, we will know immediately that our enemy is coming and we can flee to safety. Oh. All right. Who can tell me what answer choice do you think is best? Which word has the same meaning as flee? A, play with, B, listen to, C, run away, or D, fly away? Kylie, what do you say? C, run away. Okay. Like I told you all before, the best way that I've found to like double check your answer, make sure that you picked an answer choice that's good, is try to use it instead of the word you're looking at. If you replace it with that answer choice and your sentence still makes sense, that means you picked a pretty good answer choice. So let's try it out. When we hear the bell ringing, we will know immediately that our enemy is coming and we can run away to safety. That sounds really good. Answer choice C is the one we want. Okay, question 4. Did the wise old mouse really think the plan was very good? Why or why not? Jadine, what do you think? Mm-hmm. Okay. So you said that yes, he does believe that the plan is good. We can put yes, but he doesn't. What did you say, Jenny? He doesn't know what?
He doesn't know that he doesn't. He thinks all the.
Okay. So yes, but he doesn't know who will tie the bell to the cat. What?
I
What was your sentence? That's a good one. Then you said your text evidence was this last part, right? I can put the
yeah.
arrow in the right place. So our text evidence is that very last sentence. Who will be brave enough to tie the bell around the cat's. And you're right. If I look at the beginning of that sentence, or the sentence before that, the old mouse says, I will say the plan is very good. Yes, Alexa.
I try to type that in.
Let me check. Oh, but first, we show the whole page, and that way, if anyone needs to copy anything or fix any of their answers, they can go ahead and do that.